Nehal Doshi, and joining me is CA Sapan Jain, tax compliance expert. Welcome, Sapan.
Thank you, Nehal. Happy to simplify budget highlights for everyone.
Yeah. So before we go sector-wise, what's the overall theme of amendments this year?
Very simple. Government wants simplified compliances this year. So they have rationalized many sections for their TDS rates and simplify the processes. Their focus is more on digitalization. Most importantly, for this simplification, they have removed prosecution sections and inserted penalty sections. So now you can rectify your errors just by paying penalties, and there will be no threat of prosecutions now.
Okay, that's helpful. Now let's start with something very simple and relevant to everyone watching. That's a salaried employee. So Sapan, what's in for me this year?
Honestly, there is nothing new for you this year.
Okay.
Government want you to relax.
Okay.
No new forms, no change in tax slabs. There is no additional deductions this year for you.
Okay, so you mean to say the picture remains the same. FM Madam has not given us any major updates this year.
Yeah, they want you to focus more on your work and not on tax planning.
Okay, I would definitely do that. Now, I have heard that TCS something with respect to that.
Yeah, there is very important change in TCS segment. So they have rationalized the rates. There were many different slabs previously, 1%, 2%, 5% and 20%. So now a big rationalization is done in TCS segment. A simple 2% rate is implemented that is proposed for coming financial year.
Okay, any specific amendment with respect to foreign travel?
Yeah, as they have simplified the slabs, now 20% has reduced to 2%. So
okay, that's a great news. Good to hear that. I mean, earlier I couldn't plan my foreign travel due to the TCS rate being 20%, and now since you said that the TCS rate has been moved down to 2%, I can definitely plan my much awaited foreign trip this year.
Yeah, it will be a budget friendly for you.
Yeah, thank you. So moving ahead, what changes have been proposed for the mutual fund and capital market players?
Yeah, again here there is one big compliance related change. So previously you have to submit declaration under form 15G and form 15H for where you have listed securities. So you have to give separate forms to every company. So they have simplified this process. Now you have to submit one single 15GH declaration through CDSL or NSDL.
Okay. So you mean to say if I'm holding shares of say 15 companies, earlier I had to submit 15 individual form 15GH to separate companies. Now due to this amendment, I'll have to submit a single form 15GH only to either CDSL or NSDL.
Yeah,
Is that so?
So there will be a big reduction in compliance burden. You have to submit only one form 15G or H.
Okay.
But there is one tweak here.
Okay.
This is applicable for financial year, or you can say tax year 27-28,
Okay.
not for the coming tax year.
Okay, that's still usually for the said change is applicable from next financial year onwards. Moving ahead, now let's talk about something very confusing, that is buying property from an NRI. Say for example, if I am purchasing property from an NRI friend, what points or clauses I should specifically remember?
So again here there is one big compliance relief for such kind of transaction. These type of transactions are one-time transactions, and previously there was requirement of 10 registration for complying for deducting TDS and for the payment of TDS and filing TDS returns. So now they have simplified, and now you can use your PAN number itself to deduct and file the TDS returns for such one-time transactions.
Okay, so that definitely makes compliance easier for individual buyers. Now moving on to our next question, what about the startups or low profit companies suffering heavy TDS?
Great point. There was an option that you can apply for lower deduction certificate, and it was the process was that you have to go to your AO. The AO will verify some documents, and then in their discretion they will give you the lower deduction certificates. So now this time there is a major change here also. They have simplified the process. It is completely automatic, rule based, and now you can apply for lower deduction certificate if you have less profits or you have losses, and it will be given you in the automatic form.
Okay. Understood. One last question, Sapan. Is it so that despite this positive reforms, the current budget has been perceived negatively this year, considering especially the downfall in stock market today?
Yeah, because government has not given anything more this year, but they have focused on making the compliances simpler. So their complete focus was on simplification and digitalization. And if you are saying about the negative response by stock market, so because they have increased the STT on future and option trading, so that is taken negatively by the stock market. That is increased from 0.02% to 0.05%.
Okay, that was helpful. So let me quickly summarize. Salary, no change. Banks, TDS relief. Mutual funds, digitization. TCS, mostly 2%. NRIs, no TAN required. LDC, online and faster. And late filing, that is expensive. Correct?
Perfect summary, Nehal.
Okay, so that was all for the day. Thank you, Sapan, for sharing such valuable insights. For more such updates, stay tuned to Figment Global Solutions. This is Nehal Doshi signing off for the day along with Sapan Jain.
Thank you.